Hello, guys, and I am here for some Skull Bingo. Not some Skull Bingo, some Game Day Bingo. It's actually some Vikings-themed Game Day Bingo, though, that we're going to be getting after as we got our major prize at $1,000. You can take home in 48 balls or less. Mega prize of $11,368. You can take home in 46 balls or less. And our mega prize, minor jackpot, I should say, is at 52 balls or less, $47 there. We'll see who takes home this awesome prize, as I'll be streaming all these games to you guys live on the Pilot TV's Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch. So hopefully you guys are checking out those streams. Shoot out a message to me as we are playing through these games, and I'll shoot you out some luck as you get on after this awesome bingo playing day. As we get on after this awesome bingo right here, as balls will be getting dropping in this game number one, I got to talk about some jackpot winners, as we've given out 27 jackpots over the last 7 days, 467 jackpots during this season 14, and 6 jackpots went out yesterday. It was 100% a hot Thursday as we gave out 7 jackpots. The first one went out to Neil's Deals over at Rooster's Barn and Grill. Take it home $1,176. Awesome job to you, Neil's Deals. A huge prize going out and hitting your iPad. Second jackpot to go out on Thursday went out to Ben W. Rowe over at L&M Bar, taking home $872. Great job to you, Ben W. Rowe, taking home that nice jackpot and a little bit of Skull Bingo action. The next jackpot to go out went out $960, and that went out to Puddles over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Great job to you, Puddles, as they took home the final jackpot prize of Skull Bingo, taking home that line prize jackpot of $960. Great job to you, Puddles, once again. I did get to see one more jackpot go out yesterday, as we saw that Pilot Payday prize get split up between 2 great players. $2,500 was split up between Dogger over at Farmington Lanes and That Guy over at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley. Each of them taking home $1,250 on that nice prize. Great job to you, Dogger, as well as That Guy. Now, I wasn't around for this great game day bingo prize that went out, but we did see Totes over at Colonial Lanes taking home $5,026 on that Thursday as well. So it's definitely been a great week of bingo, and Thursday was a hot day. Give it giving out a ton of those awesome prizes. We're hoping to give out some more of these great prizes as we get on through this great bingo action. As we wait to see who's going to be taking home this $12.70 must go prize, as player over at Billy D's Crooked Tavern will be taking home that nice prize in this game number one. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number two, with our jackpots continuing to grow and roll into this game. 54 balls or less now for that minor jackpot that should be creeping over $50. As we're getting enrolled, though, I would like to highlight an E-Tab game, as we just released a brand new E-Tab game yesterday called Sherlock Holmes. This E-Tab adventure boasts not one, not two, but three fantastic bonus rounds. You have the wheel bonus where you can spin for colossal prizes, Sherlock's coin where you can unlock a free play expanding grid with sticky coins for endless mystery solving excitement, as well as the Where's Watson skill challenge. And that's kind of the challenge that sets this game apart, where you can embark on unique quests to hunt hidden objects, earn points, and climb statewide leaderboards. It is optional, that Where's Watson's skill challenge, which adds an extra layer of fun and competition. Hunt for clues, but fear not, it won't impact your pull tab game outcome. So let the games begin, and may the best sleuth prevail. It's definitely a great new E-Tab game. Sherlock Holmes, a great theme to be adding to our E-Tabs, and I'm super excited to see how you guys are feeling about it. It should be a lot of fun. You can leave a review on our Facebook page of that brand new E-Tab game, as we'd love to hear about what you guys are thinking of that E-Tab game. I mean, all those bonus rounds sound great to me. I would like to hear what your guys' reviews of that E-Tab game is as well, as it's definitely, well, you guys should be having a lot of fun as you are getting on after it. Definitely some great stuff as we continue to get enrolled into this game. We keep on getting after it in this awesome one, as we got 45 seconds to get enrolled into this next game. As we are getting enrolled into this next game, we're going to be talking about our social media pages, as you can find that great Facebook page right on that social media. You can find that great social media page right on Facebook. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and click on our logo. Then you'll be able to see weekly bingo schedules, event details and reminders, big progressives, player pictures, previews of those new E-Tab games like Sherlock Holmes, as well as much more. You can click the website link at the top of that Facebook page, which is our link tree that has links to our bar locations, our other socials where you could take home some great prizes, and our socials where you could see people taking home some great prizes, and even more there as well. Just the hub of all things Pilot Games right there on that Facebook page. So definitely go check it out. As we are now getting enrolled into this upcoming game, we're going to be trying to give out some more great prizes. We got balls dropping in this one, 54 balls or less for that minor jackpot at $67. We got a major prize of $1,000 you can take home in 48 balls or less, and a mega prize of $11,000 that you could take home in 46 balls or less. As we're getting after this, I'm going to talk about our great bingo schedule that we play every single day. As right now, we're playing some game day bingo. We play this game day bingo from 12 all the way till 1 p.m. every single day. At 1 p.m., you'll then play a little Lucky 4 bingo, where you'll have a shot at $86,088, one of the largest jackpots available throughout today. As we build up these great prizes playing this game day bingo, whatever prizes don't go out during these 12 games of game day bingo, you'll be having some more opportunities at some unhosted game day bingo from 1 to 4. So some more opportunities at these awesome prizes. 4 p.m., you'll play your second opportunity of Lucky 4 bingo. That will actually be your final opportunity of Lucky 4 bingo today. And if that $86,000 did not go out at 1, it should be a great opportunity at 4. From 4 all the way till 6, I'll be back once again playing some Skull Bingo, as we'll be getting after a line prize that will be at $0. You could take home at 10 balls or less, but that grows so quickly and it's always sitting at 10 balls or less. It should be a lot of fun. We gave out 2 jackpot prizes on that line just yesterday. Large frame of $10,380 you could take home in 43 balls or less. And then a coverall prize of $58,820 you could take home in 50 balls or less. All should be great stuff as you guys play that Skull Bingo from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., we'll be switching over to a little Pilot Payday action. You'll get one game of Pilot Payday. Well, you have a $2,500 must go prize that you could take home on a 10-cent card. After that, you'll get back into Game Day Bingo running from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. We do have a winner here taking home $16.60. That's a split win between Patty as well as Mopar. Good job to both of our winners splitting up that nice Musco prize in that awesome game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 3 with that minor prize, clicking up from 54 balls or less to 56 balls or less, getting more exciting as we get on through these awesome opportunities. If you guys want to come out for some awesome PGL opportunities, twice a week we play tournament style PGL games. And if you haven't come out for one of those PGL nights, I suggest you do, as we have a blast every single week playing these. Every Tuesday night at 6:40, Tony and Nikki come in for a specialty broadcast to give out all those PGL points as well as some great prizes. They were not able to give out their grand finale prize this past week of $17,096. So that's going to be growing and rolling into next Tuesday's MegaSota game night. Like I said, 6:40 every Tuesday. You could also come out for our other PGL night, Wild Wednesday. That goes from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday. I'm usually there giving out a bunch of PGL points on those nights. We start off with a high-low game where the best player in the state takes home a first place prize and the worst player in the state takes home a first place prize. And we end off our final PGL game with a little ice fishing derby action where you can take home some great prizes for landing in one of the top spots, but you can also take home some great prizes as there is a smallmouth jackpot and a largemouth jackpot that's available in every play that you make in that game. So it's a lot of fun playing those PGL matchups. Come out so you can see for yourself all that great action that we play. 6:40 every Tuesday night and 7 p.m. every Wednesday night. Definitely is a lot of fun. If you do like coming out for those nights, sign up at pgl.world, become a member of our league, so then you can try to compete for our top 10 standings. We have just 40 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 3. We got 56 balls or less for that minor prize of $92, $1,000 available on that major prize still, and $11,405 on that mega at 46 balls or less. As we work on this, I want to talk about some national days. Our first one is a fun one on today, National Crossword Solvers Day. On December 8th, we celebrate National Crossword Solvers Day with nearly 50 million people who enjoy solving crossword puzzles. Definitely a great one on today. A super fun, National Day. Crossword puzzles have been entertaining me for years. I haven't done a crossword puzzle in years, actually. Probably since like around my senior year of high school was probably the last time I did a crossword puzzle, as I got it as a random extra credit assignment, I think one time in my religion class. But outside of that, I don't think I've played a crossword puzzle since then. So maybe I need to pull out the crossword puzzles and play some of those great games. Jordy's a huge fan of those kinds of games. She's more into the Sudoku, but I think she likes a good crossword puzzle every once in a while as well. Definitely a great one on today. Uh, let's look up some of the most used words in crossword puzzles. So here you go. Some of those great ones that can help you out as the top 10 words used in crossword puzzles are: number 1, era; number 2, area; number 3, airy, which is the old English word meaning before; 1, Eli is the 5th most used word. Or is the 6th. Ale is 7th. 8th is 8. And 9th is airy. The Native American community living south of the lake with the same name, Lake Erie. And Ali, the Arabic name meaning high or elevated. Very interesting. I didn't expect those to be some of the biggest, most used words. Definitely a funny one on today, as that is the most used crosswords edited by Will Shorts. But if you go to other crossword puzzle, according to Crossword Puzzle Tracker, there's some different ones that are more used. Oreo lands at number 10. You got Eden at number 7. Uh, Odor apparently is the number one used crossword word according to crossword trackers. Well, happy National Crossword Solvers Day. Hopefully you can, maybe solve a few crosswords faster now that you know some of those most used words. We do have Love Up as well as Elsa and Borgie all splitting up, as well as Chad Lynn's, all of them splitting up that must go prize of $20.80. A bunch of players splitting up that nice win as we now get enrolled into a game number 4. In this game number 4, that minor prize will be clicking up to 58 balls or less. Getting more exciting as it creeps close to $100. We'll see as it already is over $100 as you guys have 2 minutes to keep on getting enrolled. But happy National Crossword Solvers Day. Next up is National Salesperson Day. National Salesperson Day recognizes the personnel who make sure the product keeps flying off the shelves. One on the second Friday in December, the day honors the value of dedication of the professional sales person and the hard work that they perform. Definitely an important one on today. There's a lot of people out there that are people out there playing pilot games right now. So I shoot you out a little bit of luck as you get after this awesome game of Game Day Bingo. Hopefully, you can take home a nice prize. As I know, there's a ton of people that work in sales. I know that my parents have, for a long time, worked in sales. A lot of my relatives have worked in sales at different points in their lives. And so it's definitely a huge profession that scopes a lot of different things. I mean, my Big John, who's been on air with us before, as it's been a while since you guys have seen him, but if you have played pilot games for a long time, you know who Big John is. He has sold a million and two things. As I know he sold glasses, he sold real estate, he sold he's sold also I think drones as well. He's then also sold furniture as well. He sold everything. He's everything outside of a car. I think he sold. So he's he's definitely a salesman at heart. Now he doesn't do any kind of thing with sales. He does a bunch of stuff with sports. But I think his true passion is sports. But man, is he talented as a salesperson. It's funny. Happy National Salesperson Day. Shout out to all the salespeople out there playing pilot games on today. Next up, here is a funny one to maybe play on someone random today. Pretend to be a time traveler day. Pretend to be a time traveler day on December 8th encourages us to step from our TARDIS or flip open our Omni while wearing clothes from the past. At the same time, we should act appropriately confused by certain technology. That would be awesome. So pull out the leg warmers, dress up however you want to dress like you did in the 80s on today, as it's pretend to be a time traveler day. This is a great one. I think it's a super fun little holiday that you could celebrate on today. I would definitely, if I had anything to wear on today, I would be rocking it out, as that is definitely an exciting one. Let me know, check in, send in a message, and let me know what you would wear to pretend to be from the past, as I would love to know your style choices that you would choose to be rocking. And what would be your big surprises if you're having to pretend? What is the huge surprises of technology that you see? What would be your big awe moments? I think my big awe moments would be seeing I don't know. I mean maybe touchscreen phones. Maybe that you can order your McDonald's on a touchscreen little kiosk. That might be the one that I really, make a big deal about. Well, pretend to be a time traveler day. Pretend that you're from the past on today. Last but not least, as we are working in this game number 4, we got National Brownie Day. Each year on December 8th, brownie lovers across the nation enjoy one of their favorite baked goods. This is one of my personal favorites. I love a good brownie. I'm super big fan of a freshly baked brownie, as that's obviously the best way to have it. But I'm also a big fan of having brownie chunks in my ice cream. I like it even better than I like cookie dough chunks in my ice cream as brownie chunks. I'm just a sucker for all things chocolate. So if I can have chocolate ice cream with like brownie chunks in there, it's just a perfect combo for me. Add some fudge and I'm living in heaven. We do have a must go winner of $20.40 going out in this game number 4. Player over at Billy D's Crooked Tavern. Good job taking home $20.40 in this great game number 4. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 5 with our jackpots continuing to grow and roll into this upcoming game. Don't miss out, as that minor prize will be at 60 balls or less. Should be a great opportunity for you guys. We do have some fun facts about brownies. And so here's the first fun fact is that although the origin of brownies is not known, some theories suggest that they were created after a chef made a mistake. He accidentally added chocolate to a cake mix, thus creating brownies. Not the worst mistake he could have made. No, definitely not. The largest brownie ever made weighed in at 3,000 pounds and was served at the Hudson Valley Chocolate Festival in 2001 and included 850 pounds of sugar, 750 pounds of chocolate chips, 500 pounds of butter, 500 pounds of flour, and 3,500 eggs. You can just cut that recipe by 1,000 next time you're baking. Definitely funny there. That's a huge amount of brownie. That 3,000 pounds worth of brownie is ridiculous. Although not matching up with the Hudson Valley brownie in weight, the Guinness World Record has deemed the largest brownie to be 335.1 pounds, made of 210 packs of Betty Crocker brownie mix and its various required ingredients. That is hilarious. If you want brownies that are closer to fudge, you can use fewer leavening agents like baking soda or flour and try to minimize whisking, since excessive whisking creates more air bubbles. There you go. There's your fact that maybe aid in your brownie make it on today. National Brownie Day. Definitely enjoy. I would add a little scoop of ice cream alongside that brownie as you enjoy your great Friday. We are about to get enrolled into a game number 5 of Game Day Bingo on this Friday. 60 balls or less for $168. $1,000 still for that major prize at 48 balls or less, and that mega prize at $11,465. As you guys are getting after it, I would like to highlight some game day bingo standings, what you guys are earning points for as you're playing right now. In 10th place, we got Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven with 59,000 points. With 60,000 points in ninth place, we have Mikey Wins over at the clubhouse at Edinburgh. Eighth place is Super D over at the Shore 96 with 68,000 points. As Mad Dog over at Egan's Arms Public House sits in seventh with 69,000 points. 71,000 points, we have Tally over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards in sixth place. Fifth place is Why Not Me over at Beatles Bar and Grill with 74,000 points. With 86,000 points in fourth place, we have Rock Rider over at the Incline Station Bowling Center. Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge sits in third with 88,000 points. With 98,000 points in second place, we have Mikey Mike over at the Old Piper in Blaine. And our number one player is none other than Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 216,000 game day bingo points. Great job to you, Call Me Jen. Now moving on to the location side of these standings, as we have in 10th place, VFW Blaine with 116,000 points. With 139,000 points in ninth place, it's Shady's Railside. Sherwood Lounge sits in eighth with 143,000 points. As our seventh place location is Leo's Bar Newmarket with 150,000 points, tied with the Country Lounge in sixth place. Good job to Leo's Bar Newmarket and Country Lounge duking it out in sixth. Fifth place is the Boulevard Tavern with 162,000 points, as the Old Piper in Blaine sits in fourth with 177,000 points. With 255,000 points in third place, it's J.R. Mack. Second place location, VFW Spring Lake Park with 297,000 points. As our number one location is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 299,000 points. Great job to all of those game day bingo locations and players earning a ton of points while playing these great matchups. As it looks like we will not be giving out a jackpot prize in this matchup, as $39.30 will go out to Sidebar over at the Sidebar and Grill. Good job to you, Sidebar, taking home that nice prize in this game number 5, as you were one ball away from taking home $167. We will now be getting enrolled into a game number 6 of Game Day Bingo, with that minor jackpot clicking over from 60 to 62 balls or less. Don't miss out as we get enrolled into this upcoming game. As you guys get enrolled into this upcoming game, I'd like to highlight one of our favorite ETAP games, Twins Win. You can even check out the Home Run Derby bonus round to see if you can take home some Grand Slam prizes. It's an amazing ETAP that we teamed up with the Minnesota Twins for, and so we'd love for you to check it out in this off season for our Twins. But if you don't like Twins Win, check out the over 70 different Charitable ETAP games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5 with awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games. We'd love for you to check them out. Maybe you could check out one of the newer ETAB games, Wicked Seas, where you can find buried treasure in the treasure map bonus, or spin the helm to try and land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. No matter what game you're playing, you should have a lot of fun, so definitely check them out. Newest game just came out yesterday, Sherlock Holmes. Just 1 minute and 30 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming game. Don't miss out as we continue to get after it. As we're getting after it, I do have a little bit of music history on today. And in 1976, the updated version of the musical drama A Star is Born debuts in movie theaters, starring Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson, and featuring the Academy Award winning chart topper Evergreen. Big time one there, as A Star is Born has been done a few different times. This one of the more iconic times that it was done, as they absolutely killed it in that rendition. Definitely an impressive one on today, as yeah, there's four distinct version of A Star Is Born. This may be the most iconic, with Barbara Streisand and Chris Christopherson, as that's an iconic duo in 1976. I don't know, you could do the 1954 one as well, as I think that's the original. Whatever it is, with Judy Garland in it, that's huge. So yeah, I'll probably go with the 54. But they're all really well done, hard hitting story. Next up, in 2007, thanks to the appearance of on Oprah, where she declares it one of her favorite things, the Godin Christmas album Noel goes to number one in America, where it becomes the top-selling album of 2007. Just kind of showing off the popularity of Oprah at the time, as her saying it as one of her favorite things, boosted the album Noel to number one. I remember that album being absolutely huge at the time, so definitely a big one in 2007. If you want to be a big time Pilot Games player, you can sign up at pgl.world to become a member of our league. PGL players, they compete for points on our awesome PGL nights. They also get access to insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a bunch of great information in it. If you just want to get highlighted on this broadcast, we will also do that if you get signed up at pgl.world. So here are some members who just got signed up. We got Tams Maltz 4, Jabber 469, Killian, Rosie89, Tag, Danny Kitty, Bold Moves, McGee, Marlin, L Pen 17, Drewski, Frofro, as well as City Angel 80. Good job to each one of those players getting signed up at PGL.world. Can't wait to see you guys compete for those awesome PGL points on those specialty night like Tuesday night, MegaSota game night, and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Wild Wednesdays. Before talking more about PGL action, we are creeping up on some great prizes here as we got two players right now, 4 balls away, as we're trying to give out a minor prize at 62 balls or less, as we have creeped past our mega and major prize, but still have about 10 balls to try and give out this minor, with quite a few players in line to make this thing happen. We'll see who can take home over $200 in this one. If we do give out that minor jackpot, that must-go prize of $44.60 will grow and roll into the next game, a game number 7. So don't miss out on this. But in this game number 6, we are seeing Eagle 60 over at Eagle St. Cloud taking home $223. Great job to you, Eagle 60, as we now get enrolled into a game number 7. I'll be taking a break as you guys get after that awesome double must-go prize in this game number 7. And I'll be back after you play a game number 8. Should be a lot of fun when I get back, as I'll announce those winners from the games I miss, as well as give out some more great prizes in this awesome game day bingo. Some more of this awesome game day bingo. Should be some fun games we're getting into, as we just have four more games that I'm going to be here with you guys live for as we play these final four games. Just 40 seconds to get enrolled into this game number 9. I want to talk about our winners from those past games that we just played. As we saw a game number 7, Cal Peace over at the Dayton Bar and Grill take home $72.30 on a double Musco prize. Great job to you, Cal Peace, taking home that nice jackpot. Not jackpot, double Musco, I should say. Also taking home a nice Musco prize of $22. It was a split win between Griff over at the Cornerstone Pub and Prime and Soph Mom over at Sharam's Good Time Emporium. Good job to both you players, each taking home $11.45 in that awesome game. Good job as we day bingo. As we're getting after it, I would like to talk about our Minnesota Wild, as the Minnesota Wild fell to the Vancouver Canucks on Thursday night at Rogers Arena 2-0. The loss snapped a 4-game win streak and marks the first time the Wild has been shut out in the 2023-24 season. It was also the first loss under the new head coach, John Hines. Was definitely not the way we wanted to see it go down. It was a very defensive matchup all the way through for our Minnesota Wild, as they were playing tight with them all the way, as we had it was it was 1-0 all the way until the third period, where in the third period they kind of ran away and then got that 2-0 lead, leading us to lose that matchup. But all the way through that matchup, we were pretty close, neck and neck with them, only down by 1 goal. But we just weren't able to convert those goals that we needed to against the Canucks, as we were able to get 26 shots on goal, but just none of them able to convert. As I mean, comparatively, we played an even better defensive matchup, as we only let 17 shots on goal, but they were able to sneak 2 of those shots through. So it was definitely defensive in that Canucks versus Wild matchup. But even when it comes down to it, our offense played a better quality of hockey, as we got 26 shots on goal compared to 17 shots on goal. It was just didn't roll our way in that matchup. Hopefully it can start rolling our way as we take on the Oilers tonight at 9 p.m. You can send some luck over to our Minnesota Wild by playing the great E-Tab game. Let's go Wild. Even check out the Slapshot bonus round to see if you can score yourself some jackpot prizes. But taking home a nice Musco prize in this game, 3 balls away from taking home that minor jackpot. We have BSW over at the Silver Moon Lounge, taking home $24. Great job to you, BSW, in this game number 9 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into a game number 10 with that jackpot clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less. Getting more exciting as we keep on getting through these matchups, so keep on getting enrolled. As our jackpots grow, I would like to remind you players playing Pilot games to share those pictures with us. We love getting pictures and seeing your faces. If you win a jackpot, hold your iPad up and let us see your happy face holding the jackpot message. Send us pictures of you playing with your friends, your favorite bartender, you with your loved ones, you just having a good time playing Pilot games, whatever it is. We love seeing those photos, so share those by directly messaging us on Facebook, by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. You can see some of them right here next to me under that hashtag Pilot Games. Absolutely awesome that we've been able to get those photos, and we can't wait to show off some more as we get them sent into us. Just 1 minute and 40 seconds to get enrolled into this upcoming game. Like I said, 58 balls or less for that minor prize. It is now at $125, $1,000 on the major, and $11,000 on the mega. As we're working on this, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of Vikings news, as the Minnesota Vikings are back from their bye week and getting ready to face the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday. Joshua Dobbs will be their starting quarterback. Kevin O'Connell confirmed on Wednesday at the TC TCO Performance Center, they are sticking with Dobbs despite his 4 interceptions in the 12-10 loss to Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football at US Bank Stadium. Dobbs led a 31-28 comeback win over Atlanta just 4 days after coming to Minnesota via trade after Jared Hall went down with a concussion. O'Connell was then quoted saying, basically that he wanted to instill belief into Joshua Dobbs, that he deserves that belief, that he doesn't want him to be viewed as a guy that just came in to win a couple games, but a guy that can go out there and win us win games throughout the rest of this season. And I think that's a true statement from Kevin O'Connell, as he has not been a bad player for us in the slightest, even in the games that we have been talking about where he played rough outside of that Bears game, where admittedly he did play rough in that Bears game. He still had 185 yards, a touchdown, and still added in some rushing yards as he had a total of 11. He had 11 rushing yards on 2 attempts and 185 passing yards. Still not horrible. You take away the 4 interceptions and that looks a lot better. You go to his game where we lost against the Broncos with 1 point. Again, Joshua Dobbs threw for 221 yards. He added in rushing the ball for 21 yards on his 8 carries and got a touchdown in one of those. And so he's honestly a very dynamic quarterback. You can count on him getting 200 yards passing and somewhere around that 20 yards rushing, and he can make those rushes really valuable at those certain points that we need it to happen. And so I like the sticking with Josh Dobbs pick. I think getting Justin Jefferson back onto the field with him is going to open up a lot of opportunities for Josh Dobbs, as he's Justin Jefferson pulls those double teams. He's going to open up stuff for TJ Hawkinson. He's going to open up stuff for Jordan Addison, and then he's just going to be getting open himself. And having that the guy you can rely on, where you go, well, if I don't have anyone open, I'm going to chuck it up to Justin Jefferson. He's one of the best guys at that, and so it's a good spot to be at, having Justin Jefferson back in the fold, as we were heading into one of the most important stretches of games for our Minnesota Vikings, as we're sitting right at that, I think, 6th spot in the playoff. We got to be one of those top 7 teams in the NFC. And right now we're at that 6th spot. We definitely need to get some wins to be able to secure our spot in the playoffs. And we can get that going this weekend as we take on the Raiders at 3:05 p.m. Hopefully we see some good play from Josh Dobbs, and I can't wait to see Justin Jefferson back on the field. You can send some luck over to our Vikings by playing the great eTab game, Vikings Victory. Even pick a letter in the Skull bonus round. See if you take home some jackpot prizes. It's definitely a lot of fun whenever you guys are out there playing that awesome eTab game. But this live bingo game of Game Day Bingo, we're working on a must-go prize of $27. And that $27.80 is going out to Julski over at VFW Spring Lake Park. Great job to you, Julski, in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo, as we will now begin enrolled into a game number 11. As we're getting enrolled into this game number 11, we have that minor prize clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less, getting more exciting as we get through these matchups. We also have that major prize still at $1,000 and mega prize still at $11,000. Should be a lot of fun as we get after these final 2 games that I'm going to be here with you guys live for of Game Day Bingo. As you guys are getting after these awesome final few games of Game Day Bingo, I'd like to talk about some Skull Bingo standings, which have been very competitive in this season. And we'll start off with our top 10 players. 10th place is Jake over at Moorhead Billiards with 141,000 points. With 154,000 points in 9th place, it's Rock Ryder over at the Incline Station Bowling Center. 8th place is Allie over at the Little Village Pub with 169,000 points. With 172,000 points in 7th place, it's Jackie at Outtakes. 6th place is Cheese over at the Beartown Lounge with 174,000 points. As 5th place is Fong over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 181,000 points. With 204,000 points in 4th place, we have Oswald over at Friar Tuck's Pub. As our 3rd place player is Fast Eddie over at Elks Lodge Watana with 243,000 points. With 404,000 points in 2nd place in our Skull Bingo standings, We have Brother Nate at the chart house. And our number one Skull Bingo player is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 634,000 points. Great job to all those players earning a lot of Skull Bingo wins. Now on to the locations that dominate playing that Skull Bingo from 4 to 6 every day. 10th place is MT's on 8th with 231,000 points. With 247,000 points in ninth place, it's Elks Lodge Owatonna. 8th place is the Little Village Pub with 260,000 points. And with 280,000 points in 7th place, we have Friar Tuck's Pub. 6th place is Eagles Albert Lay, starting off the 300,000 point club with 306,000 points. 5th place is Clive's Roadhouse Burnsville with 361,000 points. As we move on to the 400,000 point club, as 4th place is Outtakes with 448,000 points. Quickly moving into the 500,000 point club with 3rd place Chart House with 527,000 points. With 550,000 points in 2nd place, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. As our number one location in Skull Bingo is home to the number one player, and that's JR Mac over at playing with Call Me Jen, as Call Me Jen is the number one player in the Skull Bingo standings, aiding to those location standings as JR Mac sits with 734,000 points. Great job to them, as we've been loving seeing you guys earn all those points while playing some of that awesome bingo action. Right now, we're working on some awesome bingo action here. 60 balls or less for our minor prize of $191.17. We got that major prize of $1,000 you could take home in 48 balls or less, and that mega prize of $11,662 you could take home in 46 balls or less. Can't wait to see who ends up taking home this awesome prize in this game. As you guys are working in this game, I would like to talk a little bit about our Minnesota Timberwolves, as they're on a hot stretch, as they are right now the NBA's best record at 16-4. Rudy Gobert had 16 points and 21 rebounds in our victory against the San Antonio Spurs, 102-94 on Wednesday night, for our 5th straight victory and the Spurs' 15th straight loss. Mike Conley added in 18 points. Anthony Edwards had 17 points. Naz Reid had 15 points. And Karl Anthony Towns had 14 points along with 10 rebounds in that double-double. It was definitely a great spread matchup for our Timberwolves, as they played some good basketball all around the floor, as we saw a bunch of different players getting points for us, as Anthony Edwards was just trying to get himself back into the swing of things, as he had been injured over the last few games and came back missing quite a bit of his shots, actually, as he shot a pretty low percentage in those 17 points that he scored. But recovering for him was, 8 points by Troy Brown, 7 points by Kyle Anderson, 7 points by Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and an amazing defensive output for our Timberwolves once again, as Rudy Gobert is playing some of the best basketball we have ever seen him play. I'm really enjoying this bigs matchup that we are doing, as our bigs are so versatile with Naz Reid and Karl Anthony Towns. You really don't notice when they're paired up with Rudy Gobert. We do have Pub Love as well as Jeremy. They're splitting up, as well as Caboose, Honker, all of them splitting up that awesome $49.90 must-go prize in that awesome game number 11 of Game Day Bingo. Can't believe that minor prize did not go out in that game 11. That means it's grown and rolling into this game 12. 62 balls or less. This is the ball count we were able to give out that minor prize as lucky. 62 balls or less, $248, and that's only growing as you guys get enrolled over the next 2 minutes. Well, we are prepping up for a game for our Timberwolves, as they're going to be taking on the Grizzlies at 7 p.m. tonight. They will be in Memphis for this matchup, as the Grizzlies are coming off of a win against the Detroit Pistons, as Detroit falls to 2-9. Grizzlies go to 6-14. They've been struggling this year. They're definitely not what they were last year, as they're still missing their best player in in Ja Morant, and so and they won't have him back for this matchup. We should be able to get a nice victory. It will be limiting Jaren Jackson Jr. a lot, as he is one of those great defenders in the NBA and can just do it all as a player. And so we're gonna have to limit him. But outside of that, I think it's just about getting our stars going. I think Anthony Edwards will be a key piece offensively for us, as he always is. And so I hope that it can look a little bit better than that 4 of 17 from the field that he was against the Spurs, and we can see some better action for us against the Grizzlies tonight at 7 p.m. But as you guys are getting enrolled into this final game of Game Day Bingo that I'm going to be here live with you guys for, I would like to talk about some movies that were released on today, as we got some movies released on December 8th on today. First one up, we got in 2000. Well, we'll start off with one we already highlighted on today. In 2076, A Star is Born, already highlighted in our Music Day in history, as it's big in music history as well. In 2004, Blade Trinity was released, one of the forgotten Marvel movies, as Ryan Reynolds makes his appearance as Hannibal King in that one, and one of his first superhero flicks. Released on today in 2017, I, Tanya was released. I think this was one of Margot Robbie's better acting roles that she's done, as she played a good Tanya in that one, which is a pretty crazy story. And last but not least, released on today in 2017, The Disaster Artist was released. This one stars Josh Hutcherson, James Franco, Dave Franco, Seth Rogen, Allison Brie, Jackie Weaver, as well as Ari Gaynor. Big time cast in that one. So definitely some movies maybe you want to check out on today. As we are working in this game right here, we're seeing who can take home that 62 ball or less minor prize. As you work on that, I do have a player spotlight. Critchie over at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon Woodbury took home $17,548 in our past weekend. And over at Wild Bill's Sports Saloon Woodbury, everyone who plays there supports the Woodbury Athletic Association. The WAA proudly offers the following youth sports programs to your community: in-house and travel baseball, softball, and basketball, flag and tackle football, recreational soccer, track and field, JO volleyball, recreational volleyball, beach volleyball, folk style, Greco, and freestyle wrestling, all available for those kids out there in the Woodbury area. And a reminder that you guys are helping out your community as you're playing a little bit of pilot games. As we're coming down to the tail end of this, we'll see who can take home a nice jackpot prize while helping out their community, as I think that makes it feel a little bit better, as we got players 2 balls away, as we got MC Champ as well as player. Well, let's see if the champ can end up taking home the win, as it does look like Bixby and player are 1 ball away. We'll see if they can get that lucky ball to drop in these next 3 balls, as we do need it to go out in these next final opportunity right here, as we got loser ski over at VFW Spring Lake Park, taking home $282 in that awesome prize. That $72 must-go prize will be grown and rolling into that next game of Game Day Bingo, as you guys will play one game of Lucky 4 Bingo before you get back after that once again. $86,000 available in this Lucky 4 Bingo, the largest jackpot available of the day. And as you're getting after the largest jackpot of the day, I'd like to remind you that when you play pilot games, your community wins. I'll be back for a little bit of Skull Bingo tonight from 4 to 6.